Hello, everyone. This is Marcia, and today is Friday, April the 15th, 2016. And I'm going to be doing my update video to discuss the current businesses that I'm building a residual income in. Today, I'm going to be talking about Zukul Ad Network, Traffic Monsoon, and Amazing Five. And the reason that I normally don't talk about Zukul on a daily basis because there's not really much going on in my Zukul account. But during the hangout today for Zukul Ad Network, Jeremy mentioned or went over some changes that are some of the things that are being implemented as far as the ad spots, the ad spots from Zukul Ad Network being placed into Zukul. So I wasn't expecting, anything to happen in my Zukul account because I joined Zukul uh, when it first launched a couple of years ago, and I'm like number 800 and something. That's my member number, but now Zukul has over 30,000 members, but I never did anything with it. I joined; it was something that came out. I joined it a couple of years ago. Did never funded my account until recently, like I think it was January or February of this year. I was watching a video that Jamie Myers was doing, and he was talking about Zukul, and so I started going to the Hangouts for Zukul, and they were discussing the guaranteed signups and all of that. So I ended up joining Zukul and purchasing some guaranteed signups, and then after that, Zukul Ad Network was launched. So I'm just going to go over that because I did, in fact, have some activity in my account today, which I was surprised because, like I said, I did not expect, have not expected anything to really happen in that account for quite some time because I'm so new and I do have GSUs, but there were so many people that got in prior to me that needed their GSU, and GSUs are guaranteed sign up orders field. So before I get into that, I just want to go over, and as I do, every day, I do my income disclaimer, and you can read that. It's here. But basically, I just want to say that my results are not typical in anything that you do, in any business that you start. You know, your earnings are going to be based on your own hard work and determination, your work ethic, what you do on a daily basis to build your business. But I just wanted to actually put the income disclaimer out there, and before I start actually speaking about my actual earnings. And as I stated, the first company I'm going to be discussing tonight, Taton, is Zukul. And as I stated before, Zukul is the parent company for Zukul Ad Network. Zukul is a tool suite. And the tool suite, as you can see here, you get capture pages. The tool suite itself, I'll go over that really quickly because this is what you're paying for with Zukul when you purchase this. You get a Facebook poster, autoresponder, lead page creator, banner creator, URL shortener and tracking. Eventually, down the road, we will have a blog. So you can just see it's a tool suite, and the cost for Zukul is $50 a month. And I do in fact use I've used the banner creator, I've used the URL shortener. I've created one lead capture page with this particular tool suite, but I have another tool suite that I use. In fact, my programs page, Build a Biz Online, is a tool suite that I've been using off and on for years. It's very inexpensive. It's only like $6 or $7 a month, but you get an autoresponder, unlimited lead capture pages. You basically get some of the same things that you have in Zukul, but I use that more so because I'm comfortable with it. I'm not very techy, and I can use this um, the tool suite in here, and I'm just more familiar with it. So, but anyway, back to Zukul. And so that's the actual product that you're getting and what you're paying for, which is a bargain. Typically, I mean, your autoresponder is going to be $30 or $40 a month. So it's a quality product. It's a good product, and they're going to be adding to it and doing some other things. So it's a good product and it's a needed product for anybody that's trying to earn an income online. But I want to go over here next to my, I think it's my directs. Yes, this is the area in Zukul where when you purchase guaranteed signups, this is where they're located. So if you go over here and you look at my account, and if you go to the rotator statement, as you can see, guaranteed signups are closed. You cannot buy them. Just prior to the launch of Zukul Ad Network, Jeremy had them for sale. At that price, it was 3 guaranteed signups for $49.95. After Zukul launched, they were closed. They'll be open. It'll open back up sometime in the near future. It will not be called guaranteed signups any longer, and they will not be $49.95 for 3. But as you can see, I actually purchased 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 packages, which would give me a total of 21 directs. And with this compensation plan, after your third direct, it covers your monthly. It only takes 3 directs to cover your monthly. But as you can see, none of my GSUs but my directs have been filled at all. So I'm due 31. But if you go over here to my funnel, and this is what I wanted to show you guys today. Um, this guy right here has been in my funnel. I joined Zukul, upgraded, and like whenever I did it, within 2 or 3 days, this guy fell in my funnel, and he's been spillover. And so that kind of let me know, okay, this system will work. Given time, it's a workable system because I'd only been in it a couple of days, and voila, I got the spillover. But what I'm excited about today is I got my first ad spot. And what an ad spot is, in Zukul Ad Network, there's something, the easiest way to explain it is like an admin position in Zukul Ad Network. And then admin position in Zukul Ad Network would be what the owner, Jeremy Rush, would receive. But instead of him taking those earnings from Zukul Ad Network and pocketing them, right now he wants to build his businesses and make them stronger. So he takes that money and he actually uses that money to purchase, and he's created ad spots. And what the ad spots do, is they actually fill GSUs in Zukul. So it's like the system is so cool because Zukul Ad Network helps Zukul, and Zukul helps Zukul Ad Network. So that both of the businesses work hand in hand with each other. And so today, when Jeremy was going over in the hangout today about the beginning, because the website had been down for a few days, and this is what they were doing. The programmers were going in and they were adding the ability for the ad spots to be used as a person. And the thing about an ad spot, which makes it sometimes in one respect it can be better than an actual person, is that the ad spot, you earn off of it just like you would a regular position. So your actual directs could be filled with an ad spot. But the thing about an ad spot position is it never will cancel its membership. If you have a person, if for some reason they're not happy, they can go and cancel their membership and you'll lose that money every month. So the ad spots are like lifers. As long as the business is here, that spot's going to be there and I'm going to earn off that. So that is something that I just wanted to review today. That's something that um, I'm excited about because I was not expecting to get anything from Zukul. When I went into Zukul, I knew that I'm building a long-term business. I was not expecting to see any type of spillover or directs at least for 4 to 5 months. That is my that was what I was expecting. So when I joined in 2 or 3 days, I got that first spillover. That was a signal to me, okay, this is a good place to be. And now, as I stated, I've gotten my first ad spot. And neither of these are directs, they're spillover. So I just wanted to review that. And it's just validation for me that the system is working, but it's just going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. I'm not expecting overnight. I'm in it to win it. And, I'm not expecting, my funnel to fill overnight or anything like that. I know it's a process. I understand that in order to build a business, it takes time. So that's all I want to say about Zukul. And I'm going to go over next and I'm going to talk about Amazing Five. Amazing Five is an HYIP. And I'm kind of redundant in what I say every day because sometimes you have a person that has not followed my previous videos, so they don't really know what I'm doing. And I'm going to give a little recap. I joined Amazing Five about a month and 2 or 3 days ago, funded with $200. And my goal in this account was to get my account to $1,000. At $1,000, I would be making $50 a day. And with the $50 a day, I would use 25 of that to continue to build my Amazing Five account. The other $25 I would withdraw and use those funds to assist me to build other businesses. And it would not cost me out of pocket. So I think 2 days ago, I reached my initial goal. I'm at $1,000. So I'm making literally $50 a day here. And my plan is right now I'm building my Traffic Monsoon account. And when I get my Traffic Monsoon account up to a certain dollar amount, I buy another ad pack out of pocket. The money from Amazing Five will help me to do that. So I'm not spending my day to day out of pocket cash. I'm going to let Traffic Monsoon and Amazing Five help me to build my Traffic Monsoon business bigger and stronger. And um, the thing about HYIPs is they are most times they're not sustainable. It's a high yield investment program. And when you get into a high yield investment program, you have to realize, what it is. And accept the fact that you can lose your money. And when I went into this and I put my $200 in, it was not bill money. I understand that this is a high risk opportunity, and I understand that I could lose my money, and that has happened in the past. I've joined HYPs, and at that time I was very new to the industry, and I thought, oh, this HYP, and I saw the site and it looked nice, and I thought, oh, okay, I'm going to get rich, and it did not work that way. HYPs pay as long as they're able to pay. And then when they can't pay anymore, it kind of ends. So, just people need to be aware of that when they join them. I have been in an HYP before that lasted, it lasted a couple of years, but it just, and a lot of people were, when it ended, a lot of people were like shocked because it had lasted so long. But for me, when I put money into something like this, it's risk capital. I understand the risk. I'm willing to take the risk. If it closes, if it shut down, if it doesn't pay out, then I knew that when I put that money into the system, and I'm okay with that. If you're somebody that cannot, you have a very low risk tolerance, then an HYP it would not be the place for you try to build your business or use the resources there to build your business. And also, I'm in the plan in Amazing Five that pays 5% a day. That is a huge amount to sustain for a very long time. If you're paying 5% out every day, that is a lot. That's a huge ratio to have to pay. So that's why I say if something happens and it's gone and I don't, get my funds back and be in profit, and by profit, I mean I've withdrawn the $200 that I initially invested, and everything after that is profit. If that doesn't happen for me, I'm okay with that because I went into it knowing that is a possibility. But right now, my account is at $1,087, which is great. I have 2294, and what I'm going to do since I'm in my account, I'm going to go ahead and invest that back again because it's all about you have to have a minimum of $20 to make an investment. And I'm going to go to my account balance. I'm going to click Payza here, and I'm just going to click continue. And I'm going to click continue again. And as you can see, it's another active deposit. And right there. So today I Today is the 15th, so I made 45, $46 today in this program. A little bit more than that because it depends on the server time. But anyway, if we go back to my account, you'll see my account now is at $1,110. So since I'm over the 1100 amount, I should be making $55 a day here. So that is great. And I'm happy with that, pleased with that. And next, I'm going to go over to my Traffic Monsoon account. And my Traffic Monsoon account, I actually funded us. Joined this back in December of 2014, but really didn't do anything with it. I funded my account on April the 1st. So I've been earning like 15 days, and I've earned $101.85 in those 15 days. And I am on Ad Pack 9. I started on Ad Pack 6. I am using a modified version of the Broke Man strategy, and that strategy basically is for people who have a small amount of money to start to build a business. The goal in the Broke Man strategy is to get to 10 ad packs a day, and I should be at that, before the weekend is over. Traffic Monsoon was doing some updates to their account, so we could not do anything, so they kind of froze everything, so that I kind of lost a day. But they went back and they gave me my earnings back. So, but they're up. They kind of do that when they're making changes or doing anything in the background. They kind of freeze everything, make the modifications, and then when they come back, your earnings are there. So, tomorrow I'm earning $9 a day. So if I wait until tomorrow, which is will be Friday, which really and truthfully I was planning on doing this on Saturday. So it's still the site being down really didn't affect me because my goal had been I should have been at enough to purchase another ad pack by Saturday. And I will tomorrow. I'll earn another $9. I'll have about $30 in my account. And what I'll do is I'll make a purchase and I'll top off with some funds that I already have in my Payza account. But the strategy that I was speaking of is when I get to 10 ad packs, I'll be making about approximately $10 a day, and that's not guaranteed, but that's what typically Traffic Monsoon pays $1 per ad pack that you have. So what I'll be doing is I'll be letting my account build for 3 days. I'll have $30, and then what I'll do is I'll cap off with $20. And I plan on taking that $20 from Amazing Five. I'll pull that out, and then that means I'm building my Traffic Monsoon account, and it's not costing me anything out of pocket. Um, which is great. And my next goal will be after tomorrow is the 50 ad packs a day. So I'll just keep, working my strategy. When I get to the point where I'm making $15 a day, then it'll be like every 2 days I can purchase an ad pack because 15 and 15 is 30. I'll add 20. And so I'll quickly get myself up to 50 ad packs. And then I've been told from others that once you get to 50 ad packs a day, 50 ad packs, that means that's $50 a day. Your account really just, there's a lot of momentum that happens because you're actually able to buy an ad pack a day. And for me, my strategy with Traffic Monsoon, of course, is to continue to build. In everything that I'm doing right now, my strategy is to build my accounts up, to continue to buy the advertising, to use the advertising, to market my other affiliate programs and my other business, and just continue to build my income until December. And in December, I am very sure that I'll be making enough to retire, to close my business and be able to retire and live off the earnings that I'm making from the different revenue streams that I'm creating online. So the last company that I'm going to discuss tonight is my Zukul Ad Network. And Zukul Ad Network is a division of Zukul. It's a revenue sharing program. It's an advertising platform. And I it only launched on April the 1st. Thus far, $800,000 has been in this system in 15 days, which is huge. And I stated in a video I think yesterday, I never have come to this site, and there's been less than 100 people on here. So I mean, we're growing our Alexa ranking. It's slow, it's decreasing. I mean, we've only been around for 2 weeks, so I mean, we're there's momentum here, and I'm excited about what I'm earning here. I have really, I'm really excited. And as far as my stats, if I go to my ad packs, and I'm hoping everything flows correctly. Got logged out. If I go to my ad packs, I can let you know where I'm at. As far as level one ad packs, I should be maxed out. I'm level one, level two, I'm maxed out when it pops up. And my level three, I'm not maxed out, but I have over 100 ad packs in level three. And with the way the compensation plan is designed, when you get to 100 ad packs in a level, you can move to the next level. But for me, my strategy is just to continue, to build and max out each level before I go to the next level. And just me, you can do it however you want to do. It's your business. As far as I have 111 ad packs, let me check my account and see if I have any earnings there that I could buy another ad pack. And I do. Great, great. So I'm on level three. Level three ad packs are $5. So what I'm going to do is go back to my level three, and I'm going to purchase two additional ad packs. And I, for the last several days, all this week, I've been very happy with my results this week. I am earning between 35 to $45 a day with um, my advertising purchases, and I'm very pleased with that. As I stated, I've only been in the business for 2 weeks, and I'm already um, earning 35 uh, to $45 a day. So that is awesome. And what I'm going to do now is, let's see if I've gotten this up. Yes, this is my little sheet that I make that lets me know what I did. So when I got up this morning, which was today, the 15th, I actually took a screenshot of where I was, because this is the easiest method I found to just keep a track on a daily basis of how many ad packs I've earned. So as you can see, this morning I had 103 ad packs, which is great. Nothing too shabby. Right now I have 113 ad packs. So let me put that there, which is great. I mean, that is great. So that literally means I from 103 to 113, which is great, which that indicates to me that I purchased 10 ad packs, which means I made $50 today. Because everything that I'm making, I'm putting back in my business to build it up, to get stronger, to just continue to build my business. So I am absolutely thrilled that 2 weeks into this business, I'm earning, today I'm up to 50, I made $50 today, which is absolutely great. I do have some GSUs in the rotator, and I just like to check every time I come into my account just to see have those orders been filled, because once you can only have one order set of GSUs in the rotator, and as those orders are filled, then you can add another one. So I don't, as soon as my order gets filled, I want to jump right back in there and get another order in there. And so that's good. And as far as if I went down to my finances, let's look at what I've earned thus far. I think if you go to my earnings, this is going to give you the total of what I've earned in the last 2 weeks. Since the first, I've earned 10% commissions. I've earned over $200. My affiliate earnings and ad pack earnings. So in 2 weeks in Zukul Ad Network, I have made over $500. Awesome. Over $500 in earnings in 2 weeks. So if it continues at this rate, if my business continues to build, and and the company continues to, provide as much advertising as it's currently providing, I'm looking at making $1,000 my first 2 weeks, my first month in this company, which is like, I mean, awesome. And my goal is to not continue to build, 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 build in everything I'm doing until December. So that's great. And before I get off and stop my video tonight, I do have a few other businesses that I am building. And I will be adding them to my programs page. That's one of the things that I plan to do this weekend, unless something drastic happens. And in a later video, I'm going to be discussing why I'm building um, several streams of income. I was on a hangout yesterday, and it was with someone that is an industry leader, and he was doing a hangout, and he was saying, don't build multiple streams of income. Focus on one thing. Focus on that, and build that. And for me, I did that once before. I focused on one company. I did nothing but that one company, and I had been build myself up an income of like $600 a day, and the business closed. So I went from earning $600 a day to nothing within 24 hours. So that taught me a very valuable lesson, and that lesson was I need multiple streams of income. I cannot, I will never put myself in a situation where I'm relying on that one income stream. And if something happens, I'm left with nothing, especially with my ultimate goal being to get out of the industry. I mean, get out of the business that I've been doing for 20 some years and retire. And I cannot put myself in a situation where one of the income streams that I have disappears and I'm left with nothing. I've got to, be strategic in what I'm doing. So for me, to each his own, but I have a reason why I'm building multiple income streams. I think it's better risk management that way. If you took it, and this is my analogy, and this is how I look at it. If I had, per se, $2,500 to put into my business, I'm going to take this $2,500 and I'm going to build my own online business. I can take $2,500 and put that in one company. And yes, my account would, that starting out with $2,500, it would be great, to build my business. But I'm limited to that one income stream. And if anything happens with that company, if there's a payment process issue or whatever, if anything happens with that company, everything that I have is tied up into that one company. So my mindset is I can take that same $2,500 and, you know, invest or look for businesses where I per se I can build my start with $200. Here, look at that, affiliate products, different streams of income. I've split my risk over 10 different income streams. If one happens to die or it closes or the owner scams out or whatever, it just doesn't work because 98% of businesses fail within the first 2 years, then I still have 9 other income streams that I'm building. I'm not just totally lost with nothing and I'm starting over from scratch. And also, um, in the type of businesses that I'm building, it is a lot easier for me. Just say if you had a goal of you needed to earn $4,000 a month or $3,000 a month, just hypothetically to pay your bills. Okay, if you have 10 income streams and your goal in each one of your businesses is to just make $100 um, a $100 a day from each of those income streams, then if you got 10 income streams, then you're making you're making $1,000 a day. But you could even scale that down. Just say if you had 10 businesses and your goal was to get to $10 a day in each business, and still have monies to build your business, to advertise. Well, $10 a day through over 10 income streams, that is um, $100 a day, which is $3,000 a month. It's a lot easier, and you can, my strategy is, okay, I can, make more than that. I'm expecting to make more than that. In fact, I'm making more than that now. But if at this point I had to um stop what I'm doing, and I had to stop building and start to use some of my earnings to pay my bills, if I have my risk spread over 10 different businesses, it's not going to really affect the growth of my business that much if I'm withdrawing $10 a day. But that $10 a day over 10 different businesses is $100 a day. $100 a day for a month is $3,000 a month, which, is a substantial amount of income. So, I think each person needs to evaluate that and do what's best for them in their particular situation. So I just wanted to put that out there because, like I said, I always, I love to go to hangouts. I love to, get emails. I love to stay in the know within the industry, and even though there are people out there and they're making a lot of money and they're making thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, and I'm happy for them. But what we as an individual and as a business owner, and when you're working online and you're marketing and you're an affiliate marketer or a multi-level if you're doing multi-level marketing, you still have to run your business as a business, and you still have to run your business in the way that's going to be the most beneficial to you. You cannot run your business. You can listen to gurus and you can, follow people, and you have to take the information that they're giving you, and you have to analyze it and do what's best for you. And that's what I've learned. It took me years to get that, to learn to discern the hype from reality and to figure out what's going to work for Marcia. So this is what I feel is going to work for me and anybody, especially if you're new online. Take the information, process it, everything. But then in the final analysis, you do what's best for you, what's best for your family, what's best to get you to where you want to be, because everybody's goals and ambitions are different. Not everyone wants to um, make millions of dollars. Some people would be happy just with an extra five, six, seven, $800 a month. Some people do not want to retire and leave their day job. They love what they do. It's just they're not making enough money, so they just want to supplement their income. So you have to look at all those things and make decisions that will be best for you and what you're trying to accomplish in your business. Okay, this is Marcia, and I'm going to end my video for tonight.